guys, welcome back to my channel. You're here with Diva. I hope you're all safe and healthy in this time. So today's pick a card reading is mostly about a behavior. What was happening to your person during that action, behavior, they were acting weird, let's say, and you were not able to pin down or understand what they wanted to express. This one, it's more connected with a movement. It's not connected with words that were unsaid between you guys, okay? This one, it's more, they can't express themselves, so we're going to try and see if it was connected with you, if it was not connected with you, etc. Okay, so what was happening on their end at that time connected to you? Okay, so you have 3 piles. So first one, we have the meaning tarot. Technically it's the writer tarot, but with meaning. So we're gonna read with what the tarot is saying. Okay, so if it comes in reverse, I'm gonna go ahead with the meaning tarot. So there are definitions on them, and we'll go with horoscope signs and planets, etc. We have the light seers tarot, which is pile 2, and pile 3 is erotic fantasy tarot. Okay, so with the erotic, it's mostly 18 plus. There are certain vulgar pictures, but only for those who can watch it. Okay, so I'm saying it, there might be a disclaimer on this video, okay, as it might really not be it. Okay, so we'll see, but I always like to mention it. Okay, so if you want to like, dislike, comment down below, be my guest. You can hit the bell if you wish to see my latest notifications. I'm also uploading daily meditation and affirmations. So overall, for those who are listening, those shorts are for you to meditate. Okay, you're gonna see sooner or later I'm gonna add like the sacred mysteries oracle cards, which are more wisdom, yogic wisdom. So based on what the card is, I shuffled the sacred web tarot, and I also shuffled the meditation and affirmations all together, just to kind of mix and match what perhaps many of you might need in the day, as it could be timeless short. Okay, so you can watch it whenever you need it, but overall the main point of those shorts is to motivate you, to be more mindful or have a good start in the day. Okay, sometimes you can, it's more like advices, let's say, or wisdom words of wisdom that you could take and use to enrich your life or enrich your perception or enrich the quality of your day, perhaps, if sometimes you feel like it's too hectic of a day, or it's too stressful as a day, or it's too negative as a day. So hopefully those shorts will come in handy for those who need it. So when I say those who need it, it's more for motivation's sake, inspiration's sake, healing's sake. If you need it, it's immense. Okay, like my journey with those shorts is immense myself. Okay, so that's why I'm kind of like putting it out there, because it's a way, like, I'm not necessarily creating much, I'm just combining certain things that perhaps might be useful. I'm going intuitively with it. Okay, so I'm just creating overall. None of them are mine. Honestly, I'm mentioning it, I just take it from the book. Okay, so the web tarot, each card is a tarot card, but there's like affirmations connected to it, so I'm using the card and the tarot so that I can use the affirmations, so that it will be a healing element for you to work on, or something to embody, so that it can bring more quality to your life, the day of, the moment of. So these are those, and these videos are gonna come out sometimes. I'm gonna do some with my faces, because I'm realizing that there's a lot of energy that, with these 3 card videos, I'm kind of like creating other piles too with the face. Those might be more intimate or more face-to-face kind of things. This technique, not showing my face with you and channeling or reading or creating, it's more like, because I'm not facing you, I feel like I can say much more, perhaps it could be triggering, or it could be like I'm tapping into certain things that perhaps I would have the courage to say to you without facing you. It's like that. Okay, so this one, perhaps it could be more the deeper or the more genuine elements. Meanwhile, the one that's face to face, it's more like you need to face the reality with me. So what I wanted to say, it's mostly inner work or inner activity of your person, and I'm channeling it or expressing it through my emotions, my actions, my behaviors, or my train of thoughts, or my, like, the vibe or the mood or the chemistry I'm in presently, because I'm manifesting that this is overall fate elements. Okay, so if you're fated to watch this, you're fated to hear it. Okay, so we're gonna go that way, absolute fate in that. So it's more inner conflicts, chaos of the person in mind. Okay, it could be your energy, which you needed to tap into with this, or it could be the person's energy, which could be mirroring yours, or not at all. Okay, so because sometimes if you meet like-minded people, then you mirror overall. But if it's not like-minded, or it's not same environment, same, I don't know, high school structure, family upbringing, etc., then obviously it will not, you will not click with them. So it could give you a different perspective. Okay, so we're gonna have faith that it's gonna work that way. Okay, so you can choose 1, 2, 3. You can choose with the cards. Again, the erotic fantasy tarot, it's gonna be 18 plus. Okay, so if you're choosing that, I hope that you're 18 and plus of age. So we'll start. Okay, so guys, remember, it's just words, and you can definitely click off if it's becoming more triggering by the time. Okay, so pile 1, whoever chose meaning tarot, welcome to your reading. I hope you're all safe and healthy in this time. So let us see what was happening to your person connected to you. Okay, so I'll just shuffle it live in front of you guys, and we'll leave this here. You will not be seeing the cards, although I will showcase it to you, but it's technically the rider deck, and with definitions on them. Okay, so overall, if you're a beginner, I would recommend you can buy this. Okay, but then again, myself, my journey with tarot learning was, I was kind of reading certain stuff, like I bought certain rider weight analytical, how to analyze and read and follow your intuition, blah blah blah. I read some of those books, but then again, I also tapped into them myself. Okay, because I was including, let's say, meditation, mindful meditation with tarot learning, because I know sometimes tarot can go to your head. Okay, it's definitely like a maze, so just make sure when you're learning tarot that you center yourself and you ground yourself first of all, and then you go into your intuition. Okay, and if you're tapping too much into your higher energies, let's say, remember that you're a human being, you're not a ghost, nor are you 5D stuff. You are 5D, definitely, if you believe in those kind of stuff. But remember, if you want to be alive, you need to remember that you're a 3D thing. So when I'm saying 3D things, you have a physical body, you have senses. So ideally, if you're feeling certain stuff and you have ideas, or you're channeling certain things, those actions or ideas have to be action oriented or expressed for it to manifest itself in reality. Okay, so overall, always try focusing on manifesting them or being action oriented, instead of kind of allowing the delusional or illusional side of it. Okay, because it can definitely be very healing having fantasies and dreams, but dreams don't come like that in reality. You need to create, you need to believe you have that spark. You have to believe that you are capable of putting the actions, of living your life, but living the life. It's not dreaming the life. You dream, but your reality, you make it happen with your two hands. Okay, so that's very important for those who want to start reading tarot for other people, or you have this calling to do so. It's a very good tool for wisdom and intelligence, but it can also be very maddening, as I mentioned it. So make sure you balance it out with some kind of meditation, grounding meditation, breathing exercises, bringing you back to your physical body still, okay? So that you will not lose yourself in your higher self, let's say, because your higher self means death somehow. The real death I'm talking about, okay? So honestly, it's like that. It's definitely death you're going at with higher self elements only. You can enhance your energy, but just be careful not to lose your body. That's the thing here. Okay, so we're gonna start. The question mostly was, what was the behavior of this person towards you? So many of you, perhaps at the introduction I had, because I was talking about this with you guys. So perhaps you are tarot readers or you're new on this journey. So I'll say welcome. If you're not new, like you're not reading tarot yourself, you're not, exploring it, and you're kind of healing or you're kind of projecting your relationship in with other people, then definitely please guys wake up. Put the actions. If you're not putting actions, then it's all delusion work, okay? There's no, can't say this, but there's no element of 5D sex. It's all illusions you're having. You're manifesting on your own auric energy, let's say, or your own energy, these kind of stuff. So you're visualizing those things and then you're trying to detach yourself. But then the more you're doing those things, the more your mind is running at it, and you're kind of creating and nurturing emotions towards a person perhaps that is not on the same wavelength as you. If you're not putting actions towards this person, be it's a male or a female, you have to put actions. No matter how hard it may seem, you have to get out of your comfort zone, bond with this person, look in their eyes. But those don't mean anything anymore, okay? Just looking in their eyes and feeling like there's something happening, but then again it's not. Those could be other issues, okay? So if they're looking at you, be comfortable, go and interact with them, play with them if you wish. It's the easiest way, okay? You can do a joke, you can do a tease, you can just mention something and try to like interact and become friendly with them. That's a good sign, and see if it goes further. If it doesn't go further and it's a man, let's say, please let it go, okay? You can try 3 times, 5 times, but the third time, I mean, depending on how you respect yourself and you love yourself and you remind yourself that you wish someone to see worth in you, like you want someone to be in a relationship with you because they're willing to be in a relationship with you, not because you're forcing them to like you, or you're kind of manipulating them with, I don't know, your looks, you're teasing them, or I don't know, because there's so many things. But at the end of the day, if you want a serious relationship, then you have to be able to accept the person for who they are and accept yourself. But you have to remember that you have to be happy single first so that you can be in a happy relationship with someone. If you're miserable with yourself as a single person, then remember that you're going to be double miserable in the relationship, because then again you will want the other person to satisfy your needs when you yourself don't know how to satisfy them. It's the same with the other person. So I'm saying this with I don't want to say experience. I haven't been in a relationship, but through my journey going there, that's what I realized, okay? So I learned a lesson with a previous person. So it's a very important lesson. And don't give your love freely. Don't give your love freely. That's one thing I can say. You are worthy of way more. You're worthy of respect, at least, and you're worthy of action. If there's no action connected to you, then forget about it. Honestly, a gaze is not enough. A gaze, a little smile is really not enough, okay? Remember that. That's my advice to you. So what's the situation here with this person? So we had the moon in reverse, okay? So be careful of seeing things that are not there, but we had it in reverse, so we'll read it. So trifling mistakes, truth, deception, recognized, consciousness, clarity. So this person realized something about you, okay? Was their challenge this one? Will to create, energy, inspiration, creation, force, strength, gain. Okay, so you have the Ace of Wands, we have the fire element, and here it says new beginnings, pioneering, leadership, originality. So their challenge was to be more original with you. Could be the reason why it's that way is the Page of Swords in reverse. So we have here Earth, Page of Air, Swords. So Page of Swords, and then we have need to balance priorities when making decisions. Okay, so and we had it in reverse. So let's read this. Frivolous, cunning, careless, defensive, incompetent, in ideas without action, gossip. Okay, this one. In the past, what was, or the initial energy, we had preparation, planning, expansion, established, force, nobility, success, opening, honesty. So we have Three of Wands, which is connected with fire element, and Aries, okay? And here we have expansion of ideas, groups, growth. Okay, so this person's behavior connected to was to create connections with you somehow. Then you have Eight of Wands in the middle. So Eight of Wands is fire with Sagittarius energy. And take action on your ideas. Life is moving ahead. So movement, speed, quick decisions, change, boldness, excessive force, generosity. Okay. And here we have changes, contribution, rebirth, truth, fairness. So the person's behavior was to perhaps be fair with you, and then you have in the near future freedom to choose, self-created, boundaries, new perspective, external limitations. So it's Eight of Swords in reverse, which means that we're not conflicted anymore perhaps. And then you have rebirth, changes, decisions, opportunity, truth. And we have air element with Gemini. Okay. What were messages that were, I don't want to be alone. Okay, so this person didn't want to be alone there. Okay, I don't want to be alone. When did this happen? So you have Saturday, it's a Saturday, and we have, I think, Saturn energy, and search for joy, stay agile. Okay, we'll keep this here. It happened on a Saturday. Whatever this behavior was, it happened. What else did we need to say? Someone else. So someone else, okay, someone is in the middle. Someone is trying to sabotage this. So just know that there is someone who is sabotaging this. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just kind of like about me. But there's someone else. Okay, so I'll keep it like this so they can see. And timing wise, October. So this was in October, perhaps last October or the month of October it happened, all of this. Okay, so timing was Saturday, October 7th, perhaps. Okay, man, come on. So Saturday, 7th of October, I don't want to be alone. Okay, so this person doesn't want to stay alone. Here we have desk. So pay attention to your work. So you needed to pay attention to your work. Or they needed to pay attention to their work. We'll leave it here. What else? Great. So time to go out and have fun. And then we have flowers. Happiness. Okay. So what was happening in this person mind, or what was happening. So what was the intention, or why did they behave that way? So they realized perhaps that they had made a mistake, and they had like wrong assumptions. Okay, so they realized something technically connected to you, and their challenge connected to you was to perhaps lead you, kind of start something with you, be original with you, technically be authentic, be themselves with you, but for the sake of creating a more like, what do you call it, like dynamic team environment. Okay, so a more enhanced team environment perhaps. So you guys work together, but then again, you needed to work, or they needed to pay attention to their work, but there was an element of happiness, and an element of we wish to go out somewhere. Okay, like that. And the reason why they came to that realization is that they thought that they were being careless towards you. They thought that they were okay. So this one is more like a self-reflective type of person, whoever they were. So overall, the behavior towards you was more like they realized that they were being disrespectful towards you. Perhaps they were being more defensive, they were being more closed off, they were like, they had certain ideas of you perhaps, but they didn't put action. So if they wanted to say hi to you, they were not doing so. If they wanted to come and talk to you or tell you certain things, they did not do so. So this one could be like a leader subordinate kind of dynamic I'm channeling. Like, this could be your manager, your boss, or someone who's supervising you guys, or someone who's like the leader here. It doesn't need to be work environment. It could be like volunteer, or I don't know, like any pastime. This one, it's more like it's a coach, a mentor, or something of the sort. But then again, it's like a group dynamic a bit, and they don't wish to be alone perhaps, and there was someone else. So there's always a third party perhaps, this one, as it's really not the dynamic. So for some of you, the message is, if you think this person is interested in you, might be the case, but only for 5% of all of you. Technically the other 95% is a person that is already in a relationship with someone, or someone has their eyes on this person and things might work out with them. Okay, so sometimes like there's a person who has their eye on the person, and they work harder for it, so they'll end up gaining the person's attention because they're ready to risk it all to get this person. It's like that. Okay, so this one, it's mostly like that. You'll know, it's just like a FYI. Okay, or someone doesn't want you guys to be together. You can go at it that way, but this person didn't want to feel alone at that time, on a Saturday in October. Doesn't need to be October. It could be a Saturday, or it could be a day in October. Okay, in the initial phase, what they wanted to do was to be more friendly with you. This one, it's more friendly, or create connections, or interact with you. Okay, and when they were doing so, like they had, like, they wanted to do it quickly. They wanted to be unpredictable. They wanted it to kind of happen without them really overthinking it all. Like, like when you want to do something and you're hesitating and you were procrastinating, or you kind of didn't feel comfortable at first, but now you're realizing that you have the leadership position, and your challenge is to take leadership here to guide the relationship. Sometimes you want to change things, so you kind of like toughen up and you say, okay, I'm gonna do it right now. This is how he was or she was feeling towards you. So in the initial, it's more like with the Aries, it's more like they were being more like managing the situation, or they were observing the situation. But then again, their main concern, or their main aim, was to lead here. Okay, so it's either to lead or to kind of manage the situation. And then once they planned it out in their head, okay, because they had the clarity element that they were ignoring you, or it's about time that they interacted with you. This one. okay? And in the middle section with the Sagittarius, it's more like it's a quick action. So what I did was I kind of came and I said I'm gonna break the ice with you, technically. And once I did that, I kind of felt like I was able to get out of the confliction, technically, which is the case with the Eight of Swords, okay? So you have 2 8s, you have 1 3 1 2 and 9, okay? But overall, this is the dynamic. The person went, like, they went out of their comfort zone. I don't want to be alone could be a reason, but this one, it's like they don't want to be alone in a group dynamic, okay? When you want to be a leader, you're not alone, technically. You have followers. I was gonna say you need followers, but you have followers, want it or not. You have subordinates you're responsible for. So technically this person is more like the charismatic or leader kind of person. So their behavior was more that way. Now for some of you, could be that this person wanted to romance you, but with the someone else there, I feel like their intentions of romance or flirting or, you know, those kind of stuff were already distracted, you know, like connected to you in some way. It could be like, how can I say it? It could also be first phase of interaction for romance or wishing to give you attention, but there will be for sure a third party, okay? It might kind of escalate to a third party if they have like love or romantic interest in mind connected to you, okay? So I'll just kind of rephrase it. Technically with the moon card in the initial, what you kind of had was a person who got the clarity element that they were ignoring you or they didn't acknowledge you, technically. So their challenge was to acknowledge you or to kind of put the action, which they did though. In the initial phase, how you saw that they were ignoring you, but technically they were strategizing or planning out how they could interact with you in the fastest way possible. In the middle area, they did interact with you. Whatever they did it very quickly. It was very swiftly. It was very charismatically done. And you felt surprised about it. But their intention was to break the ice with you, which they did. And once they were done with that, they felt more free because they were able to get out of the confliction. You know, they put the action towards you, which was the right thing to do, okay? So that's all I wanted to say for pile 1. You'll know if it resonated. If it did, you can definitely like, subscribe, hit the bell, you know, donate, etc. Okay, so that's it. That's all. Now, pile 2, whoever chose the Light Seer Tarot, welcome to your reading. I hope you're all safe and healthy in this time. So let us see, pile 2. What did this person, what did their behavior meant at that time? Okay, so whenever it happened, what was the intention or what was the thing that was not able, like if they wanted to express something, you were not able to understand it. We wish to kind of crack the code here, okay? So why I said crack the code, I don't know. Okay, so we'll see. Okay, so let us start with love oracle. So childhood trauma. Just know perhaps this one. And I said crack the code. It's more like perhaps I what happened in my headspace was more like this is a mysterious person. This is a person you can't understand, or their behaviors don't match with everybody, like, you know, the norm, or many, like if you know many people and it's all natural with them because they're social people, but this one perhaps might not be a social person, okay? They might be more like a silent person, or they act differently than other people, which could definitely be because of their childhood traumas, okay? It's not easy to have childhood traumas, and then specifically in relationships, okay? So This one, Sagittarius. So find a new meaning. 9 weeks, 9 months. So for some of you, there's also a message that within 9 weeks or 9 months, you'll see this person or something will happen with this person. Okay. So you have Sagittarius. This person might be a Sagittarius, or you might be a Sagittarius, or this happened during Sagittarius season. Come on. Oh my God. Every time. So it was a 20 with the month was November, December, and the days were between 23rd of December to the 21st of December. 23rd of November to the 21st of December. Okay. What else do you need to know? No, it's not the right time. So whoever this is, at that time, it was not the right time. Here it's coming for you. So whoever you are, it's coming for you. The time is coming, but it's not the right time. But the time is coming. Just know. That's the message. What else can I say? You have Vine. Okay, so seek out information that will help you. So it's important on your end to seek out the information that could help you in this time. Okay. What else? And then carriage. So you have a journey, either physical or mental. So, okay. Journey, either physical or mental. What else do I need? Nothing else. Okay, so we're gonna start. So what was the main situation connected to? I have the High Priestess, which is the same card that I was channeling right here. Same person. So, okay. What was my challenge connected to? You have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. The reason why it's that way, we have the Queen of Pentacles with the Ten of Cups. Loving energy overall, a loving family, a loving mother-in-law, perhaps, I don't know. Then you have Eight of Swords in the initial phase. Okay. In the middle section, you have Five of Cups. I really have childhood trauma, this one. This one is the vibe, 100%. The Wheel. Okay. Grounding. So, okay. And then in the near future, you have Page of Swords. And below the deck, what do I have in this one? The World card. Oh, the Empress. Okay, it's not the World card, it's the Empress. Okay. And Six of Swords. Okay. Oh my God. Oh, this is what empathy is, okay? Like when I have to channel, I have to be I have to go in my empathetic, like empathy, okay? Like empath. We need to heal this together, okay, everyone? It's more a healing journey for me at this point. I'm healing from childhood trauma too, okay? So but it's not about me. It's about many of us who are healing from childhood trauma, okay? So just know, for whoever's watching, the person has a childhood trauma, okay? And they're more internal, okay? So this one, it's more internal, but they're not comfortable. Okay. No, it's not the right time yet, but it's coming for you for sure. Because it wishes to confront it, okay? So, but what was the behavior towards you? If you thought I was neglecting you, I was not, okay? I was not neglecting you, but I was very aware. like I was very, okay, this type would be very, it's either I'm more mature because I've done a lot of internal reflection, internal healing, as it might not be it. But we having the high priestess vibe, I'll say this person is more intuitive, more empathy. So I might have empathy, as I might absorb many other people's energies because I released a lot of my own baggages. But then again, I don't know who I am anymore, technically, because when you release a lot of your baggage and if you don't create new ones, I'm gonna be honest with you, you don't create new habits or new you feel very empty inside, and in that emptiness, want it or not, every interaction you'll absorb everything will be very available to you. You will not project yourself, you'll absorb what other people have. Okay, so that's the truth. It's like you will be so receptive to other people's emotions that you will not know what is yours and what is theirs. And then if you do a lot of internal work and you do a lot of meditation with, like me, you have a guru, all your baggages will disappear with meditation. But then again, they will resurface, but because it's other people's energy, so you'll feel like you don't have your own individuality, technically. So this person could be suffering from that. Okay, they could be very empathic. So technically, what you should know, it's either they have healed a lot or they have not yet. So if they have not yet, how they're acting, it's more they're acting knowing. So they know perhaps that you're there. They know perhaps that they do like you and they do want to have a very palpable, reliable relationship with you. But at the same time, they don't wish to kind of be too easy. You know, like they want you to at least court them, or they want you to at least show them the attention that they know that they're worthy of. They want you to show them love, technically, but a deeper love, like, show them that you care about them, perhaps show them that you're eager to, you know, close the distance, and all. So technically what I was doing is I was not neglecting you. I was more aware of your presence. I knew you were there, technically. It's just that perhaps I was more silent. I was more inactive, though. I was inactive. My challenge was to be, like, at least, like, put grounded, like, go at it slowly, technically invest in you slowly, or like approach you slowly. Technically this one, it's more like with the pentacles. This one, it's more like offer you many opportunities, but slowly, you know. Or my challenge was that you like, okay, this one is more like I'm gonna wait for you to act, because I'm the type that is more like empty inside. So when I'm saying empty, it's not a negative thing, as it could be a positive, like it's a positive as it could be a negative thing. Why I'm saying it's emptiness is a good thing sometimes when you need to do more like occult sciences or spiritual work. Okay, the more emptier you are, the more open you are to the universe, technically. Okay, so when you're open to the universe, you're really open to anything that can happen. So that's what real spirituality is, somehow, to be very empathic, because that in itself heals the world. Okay, so when you're empathic, empathy teaches you to be receptive to your own emotions, to release your own emotions, and to when you feel the emotions, you realize that you cannot, you know, hold the tears anymore. Okay, like, you can feel other people's emotions. If they're sad, if they're frustrated, you can feel it inside of you. So you don't know if it's yours or it's not. and you will heal it. So if you learn how to heal it, if you know how to not repress them, you will be able to heal yourself and to heal other people. So this person might be a healer, as this person might be an empath. Some of them are more evolved. They know how to manage it, like not to repress the emotions, heal their emotions and heal the world, like heal other people's emotions, or share the wisdom that they have with other people, so that, you know, the world will heal more, you know, like more people will feel acknowledged, more people will feel compassionate, more people will feel receptive to heal themselves. Because today's world, we don't heal, we don't have the time to heal. It's all go, 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 and consume, 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 and then sit down and do nothing and just scroll the YouTube screens or Instagram or TikTok, you know, like you will be excited, your mind will be, you know, stimulated, but then again, there's no activity with the heart, there's no activity with their own self, etc. It's all likes, dislikes, and it's all mental stimulation, technically. So that's the point of being empty, because Jen, with the emptiness, you have the power to heal the world, technically. That's what the high priestess symbolizes. It's knowing everything, but then again, knowing all the secrets of life, but then again, being very absorbing. It's also the virgin in the tarot. Okay, so virginity is purity, definitely, and innocence and naivety, but at the same time it's the purest, you know, so it's the most sincerest, it's the most genuine and authentic energy there. But then again, with the high priestess being intimidating, it's because of the silence and the emptiness. Because if I'm empty, I can, like, I know who you are, technically. I can feel who you are. I can see and I can understand your weakness and your strengths, technically, as a person. And if I'm more the empowered type, I'm more the healer type, where I have a lot of experience like feeling emotions and dealing with emotions and healing many people and healing myself, I will be intimidating to you, because I will see where you need healing. And sometimes it's more the shadow work element, and not many people like that, to be facing someone who's kind of mirroring you, because I'm empty, technically, inside. Okay, so that's the psychological element connected to it, okay? Or not. It could be a true as it might not be, but this is my opinion about it, or my discernment about it, okay, guys? And the second one, it's more like, if I'm not really empowered with it, I don't know what my skills are. I don't see this element of empathy as a gift. I see it as a curse, or I see it as a weakness, because I don't know how to empower it. I feel I'm more the repressive types. Then at the time, it's more like I was neglecting you, but I didn't know any better, because I feel empty. I feel like perhaps I'm not worthy, or I'm not following my intuition, or I'm not empowered in my intuition. So I have a more like a fantasizing element, you know, like I'm not closing the gap with you, but I'm expecting you to close the gap, because I'm going to be receptive to you and I want to see if you're interested in me. So be it I'm the more empowered type of person, or I'm the more like a bit self-aware type of person, like I don't feel comfortable with my gifts, or the fact that I'm very receptive, or I kind of absorb other people's energy because I'm the giver, technically. But this one is not a real giver. It's more like they could be a giver, they could be very generous, or they give way too easily because they feel too easily, so they will sacrifice themselves. Could be the situation. But the high priestess doesn't sacrifice herself unless she doesn't know what her worth is. So this one, if I don't know what my worth is, I will kind of wait for you to act, but I want you to define what type of relationship you would wish to have with me, this one. And if I'm the more like insecure type, then I have childhood traumas, then I want to be loved as a person. I want to be loved as a kid, but I don't know how to love myself. So I will expect you to love me, technically. And even if you were to show me love, I will kind of ask you, why do you love me? You know, like, why are you being with me? And I will have certain like conflicts, which I am having here, connected to you. Okay, so be it I'm more insecure, if I'm the more empowered type, let's say, the more empowered type will kind of expect you, okay, because I'm the more empathetic, I'm more emptier, so I don't have baggages, and I'm more the silent type, so I feel everything. So if you want to see me or interact with me, my challenge is that you put the little baby steps to come towards me and to show me interest. This one, why would I want you to do that? Is because of the Queen of Pentacles. I know that if I'm the more empowered type, I know that I'm the more reliable type of woman, and I'm able to give you a lot. This one, I'm more resourceful as a person, and I deserve love. Okay, I deserve a person who wishes to invest in me, court with me, create a family with me. So in the initial phase, what was my, you know, my behavior towards you? It's with Eight of Swords, I was more doubting my intuition, perhaps, because the High Priestess is more in the reverse. I was doubting my own intuition, or I was realizing that I was conflicted towards you. So I realized that I was conflicted towards you, and when I was conflicted towards you, I didn't put the actions, right? Or you didn't put the actions towards me. So then again, I felt like I didn't mean anything, so it was more going to be like a missed opportunity. And with the Wheel of Fortune, it's more like I didn't wish it to be like a missed opportunity, so I took things in my hands. The Wheel of Fortune, it's more like I grounded myself, or I kind of told myself that I need to kind of test the waters with you, and that's what I did with the Page of Swords. More like I was curious about knowing you, so I did test you. So this one, if I was more the empowered type, I did test you, I did approach you, I did walk on eggshells. This one, because you have the Sword card here underneath, like under her feet. So this one, it's a sword she's walking on, but she's eager to learn about you, and she's using innovative ideas or ways. So this one, if I didn't act, I did act though. I acted in a more creative manner, or a more practical manner, or a more strategic manner. Okay, so if I studied your behaviors, let's say, or your actions or your routines, I tried tippy-toeing in them in a more creative and free way. So I kind of acted like I was free, but I was curious about you, so I kind of like strategically approached you, this one. So what was the intention was that so this one, it's a woman or a man that's more like silent. They don't have a lot of baggage. They might feel very lonely, but they have certain traumas. Now, they might be aware of them, as they might have healed them, but they're more like they have empathy towards people. So they know that they deserve a person who's serious about them, and they wanted you to act first. They wanted you to put the baby steps towards them first. But what happened technically is that in the middle section, she or he realized that she was confused about you. Okay, she wasn't able to confirm her intuition. She wasn't able to listen to her intuition. Having the High Priestess in reverse, is technically I wasn't able to follow my intuition or listen to my inner voice, or I was able to do so because I put the action at the end. But in the middle section, it's more like I kind of realized that you were not gonna put the action, but I didn't want to feel like I didn't know, like I didn't understand that you were interested or in me or not. So I acted right away with what I was able to understand or channel or know or intuitively feel about you. Okay, so this one, it's like I'm coming to you, or the situation or the chance is coming for you, and no, it was not the right time, or no, it's not the right time yet. and a journey, either physical or mental. So this one perhaps could be that you will need to go through a journey physically or mentally, or the person is going through a physical or mental journey, but this one is more a healing journey. And seek out information that will help you. So for you guys, if you wish, you can seek out more information that could help your situation, and it's coming for you. So the time is coming perhaps for some of you, so don't be too impatient, I was gonna say. But then again, this woman or this man did put the intention, or their intentions were shown to you, okay? Or at least if it was not shown to you, they had put the attention. Like, what you needed to know about their behavior is that they didn't want to feel confused about you, so they pretended to interact with you or to face you, or to, let's say, confirm their intuition about you by slightly facing you or playing tippy-toeing around you. This one I might have walked around you, or I might have come closer to you instead of neglecting you. So technically you believe I neglected you because I didn't talk with you, okay? But what I did is, at first, I kind of want you to approach me first, okay? Because I wasn't sure what you meant or what I meant, or what our connection or relationship could become, okay? And even if I had emotions towards you, or I was interested in you, I was gonna always wait for you to show me the interest. But this one, it's more I'm emptier, so I will feel what you're feeling and I will mirror it back to you. This one, okay? If you love me, I will love you. If you hate me, I will hate you. If you're judging me, I will judge you. I will absorb those things, okay? Because I'm empty. Like, when I'm saying empty, it's not that the person is empty. Emptiness is everything, okay? So they can create anything they wish. And for some part, I'm channeling the person is mature enough or is more evolved. It's not insecure. Even though they have insecurities, they know how to confront them. This one, little step by step, okay? It's not big jumps or big steps, but they put the steps necessary to close the gap with you, even though you were the person that they wanted to interact with them first, didn't do so. Interacting in the way of closing the gap, like not just keeping it to the gaze phase, or like distant gazing, or I don't know, like distant interaction, you know, like come talk to me, say hi to me, say bye to me. But the way the interaction would have gone, I would have mirrored it back to you. So if you were not happy to see me, I mirrored to you that, okay, I understand. Or, hi, you were happy to see me, then I would have been more happier to see you, you know? So it's like that. So I'm more mirror image this person, okay? Because they don't they feel what you feel. So if you don't like them, they'll feel like they don't like you, but they don't feel liked inside. So it's like that. This one, it's more like, this is how you're feeling, but I take it and I put it on me. That's what I do technically, this one. But the childhood trauma, it's more like I absorb stuff. So it could be good things as it could be negative. But overall, if I'm more insecure, or I'm not really evolved as a healer, or as I'm not comfortable with the element that I have empathy towards people, I wanted to say, like, I will take it very personally. I take it very personally that whatever you acted, so you knew what vibe you were towards them. So if I was close to you, or I tried to get close to you, or I was completely ignored, then I ignored you. It's like that. But I tried opening up to you, or I tried testing the waters with you, energetic from a distance, but I closed the distance somehow. I wasn't as distant as before, so I didn't really neglect you, okay? This one, there's no element of neglect. There was this element of I was confused if I wanted to close the gap with you or not. But then I realized I should not regret this situation. So I wanted to take things in my hands. And then in the near future, in some way, I did find a creative and innovative way to kind of strategically approach you, just to kind of understand and know what the truth is. Because if I'm walking on the sword in some element, I'm conquering the sword. Okay, so I'm knowing or I'm learning the truth. Are you interested in me or not? Are you gonna put the efforts towards me or not? Like that. Okay, so that's all that I had for pile 2. Okay, so hope it resonated. And pile 3, whoever chose the erotic fantasy tarot, welcome to your reading. I hope you're all safe and healthy in this time. So let us see how this woman or this man felt while they were behaving that way. Okay, so what was happening inside of them? What was the untold story here connected to their behavior? Okay. No, I have some cards that left. Bear with me. Oh. Okay. I'm not gonna take them, but I think they were good cards. But we're just gonna shuffle, and if they need to come, they'll come. I'm just gonna stand 5 seconds. Oh my god, you're hearing my back crack, but go. No. Okay, this one we have a lot of flipping cards, I must say, so we'll start by taking them. We'll take this card. So we have the 6 of Swords. Okay, so we have a make-out session happening here. So technically I feel like this person just wanted to run away with you. Okay, like elope. That's the word. I wanted to elope with you. And my challenge was the Judgment card with the 5 of Cups. Okay. This one, there was a person that definitely wanted to elope with you before you gave up on them. So the reason why it's that way is the Sun card. Holy mother, this is very erotic. Okay, so kids, nobody watches this. And then you have the Star card. Gorgeous. And then you have below the deck, like we have 5 of Pentacles, but it came in reverse. In the initial phase, what was the behavior? It's the World card. Okay. In the middle section, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Wow. Very sexy cards. They're really sexy. And in the near future, you have the 3 of Pentacles. Pregnant woman. And a man who's kind of working. And the 5 of Wands. Okay, let's see what... And below the deck, we have the 8 of Swords, but we also have the 10 of Swords. So, wow, it's pretty. It's very nice card, actually. I like this deck. Erotic, fantasy, erotic tarot. Erotic fantasy tarot. So what did they want to say? Sexual desire definitely is here. This one, I did feel it in the main card. You have my life is a mess right now. Okay. And the last one is, will this ever change? So will this ever change? Sexual desire. My life is a mess right now. And will this ever change? Ugh, there's so many. Okay, I'll go with the other ones. Don't wait for me, please. That's it. And when did this happen? So you have 6. So it might have been September or 6th. So what's the 6th? I'm hearing September. So 6th house perhaps could be September, but it could also be June. So this happened in June also. So enjoy time. 6 days, 6 weeks. Okay, so messages for you could be within 6 days or 6 weeks, you'll get a new harmonious, equal give and take with this person. Could be I'm gonna you've triggered me. So I heard sexually though. I don't know. We'll see. What else you need to know? Commitment. So things are getting serious with this person. Okay. Interesting. That's good. And fall time. So perhaps commitment will happen in fall time, or commitment happened in fall time. Very soon and September. So I don't know. For some of you, just take the messages I'm giving to you. I don't want to close my Buddha, but very soon and September. Okay, so we'll just keep them like this. I'll go with very soon. So it'll be manifested somehow in reality. Commitment will be very soon in fall. So this one could also be that you're in a relationship and so this one you could be in a relationship. Will this ever change? Perhaps. Okay. So let's read this for you guys with the best intuition I have right now. So with the 6 of swords, there's this element of I wanted to let you go, but I also wanted to elope with you. Okay, why I wanted to do that is because you're very attractive and you're very sexy. You're very charismatic. You're like the sun for me. Okay, like you look like the sun. You look like the person I could make love under the stars. I could have fate in the future kind of stuff. And but then again, okay, look, this one, you have the 5 of Pentacles, but I'm kind of like channeling the energy of a woman who's trying to get pregnant but is not. Okay, so like that somehow. Fertility goddess, that's what came to my mind. So this one with the 5 of Pentacles, it's in some way there's an element of a woman not being able to have a child, so a woman feeling like she's being left out in the cold. I'm really going pagan mentality, you know, at the time when you weren't able, like you were married or you were with someone and you weren't able to conceive. It's like you're not fertile technically, so you're not like graced by the goddesses and all that kind of stuff, so you're not favored by the goddesses or something of the sort. It's like taken very seriously. The fact that you're infertile is not a good thing kind of stuff. So this one, in some way, there's a man or a woman who was very drawn to you. They wanted to elope with you right away. They had sexual desires towards you, and their life is really messed up. That's why they wanted to elope. You know, like when your life is messed up and nothing's going your way, just want to elope with the person and just sleep the night away kind of thing. But then again, this one, don't wait for me, please. Will this ever change? So this one, it's more like a person I want to say who's seeking commitment, but then again, I don't know why things are getting serious. Perhaps if you know that there's another person involved here in this one. Is there another person here? No. You're the person they wish to give their cup of love to. So very soon, fall time. September. Technically, it's the end of summer. September is the end of summer. So, fall time, you'll get a commitment from this person. Okay? And I did say September, and the funny part is the card came in September. 6th of September, perhaps. My birthday. You'll get a commitment soon. Lucky you. You never know, honey. Or husband. So this one, I wanted to elope with you technically, but then again, I felt infertile, or I felt like you were gonna reject me. But technically, I was having this, I want you, but I have to let you go because my life is a mess. Okay, nothing's going the way it is, and I just don't, like, I just want to elope with you technically, but I wasn't able to do so because you were focused on the third party, this one, or you were walking away. Okay, like, you got the revelation, this one, you kind of learned something about me, and you just walked away from me. Okay, you walked away from me, this one. Or my challenge was that you're gonna walk away from me. So this one, I wanted to elope with you, but then again, I kind of, what my challenge was, if I were to elope with you, you would give up on me, or like after the elopement, you will leave me, kind of stuff, because you're gonna realize something about me technically. And why is it this way? It's because of the fact that I'm infertile, or I am fertile. Or technically this one, I let you go because I didn't want you to kind of like, okay, there's so much happening here. This is more like a yes and a no, and it's more like sexual desires and like make out with you, get you to be available to me kind of stuff. But you were definitely my type, okay? Like, what I was thinking, you're definitely 100% my type. You're sexy, you're attractive, you're confident, and you rouse me, okay? Like, you see me for who I am technically, and you give me the hope, and you kind of like are the woman that I would want to stargaze with, or you know, the man I want to stargaze with. Okay, so if I'm the woman and you're the man, technically you arouse me, okay? Like, you're my happiness, this one. I desire you, you're sexual, like, I have sexual needs for you. Oh yeah, this one definitely is sexual needs, okay? If you look in the cards, no children here, okay? Like, if you look, there are positions, okay? Like, there's all types of positions, and this man is like observing this woman, and she's the happiness, you know? Like, she's the woman, the light in his life, perhaps. And in the initial phase, what the behavior was, this one, like, I was observing you, I was offering myself to you, I was gonna embrace my passion towards you. I was gonna embrace rebirth with you. I was gonna embrace sensuality with you. I was gonna embrace, what is this, purification or preservation with you. So this one is overall, my behavior said it all. Okay, so I was observing you, I was focused on you, and I was pretty gentle in the way I was focused on you, though, in the initial phase. Then in the middle section, how I felt towards you was that I was very reliable, or look, this one, what was the behavior towards you is that I was entitled to something. I was, like, you were asking for my attention, or I needed to show you attention, this one, but the Queen of Pentacles being my energy here, how can I read this? Like, the behavior was that I was showing you that I'm worthy of you, technically. I'm worthy of a man or a woman like you, this one. But you've triggered me, don't wait for me, please. So this one's saying, don't wait for me, please. But then again, they might come back very soon, fall time. And things are getting serious between you and them. So for you in this time, enjoy the time you have. Okay, with yourself. Be happy. If you're single, be happy, please. Okay, so that you'll be happy in a relationship. If you're not happy being single, then you're not going to be happy in a relationship either. Okay, so focus on your dreams. Work for yourself, for your dreams, for your goals. Travel if you need to. And at the end, what happened here, this one, it's more like I was doing all the work, this one. I don't know, 1 second. I just need to tap into this card. Because it's a man who's kind of stealing honey from beehives, but you have to be very meditative when you do that. And there's 2 pregnant women waiting for that honey to come. So 3 of Pentacles is more an element of I was gonna say 2 women who are pregnant, but this one, it's more a question of, what is this one? And you have the 5 of Wands in reverse. 5 of Wands in reverse. But why did you trigger me though? I have the King of Wands in reverse with this one. If I'm a man, I wanted to just leave everything and elope with you, but I didn't do so. Okay? Because my life is a mess, and you trigger me more because I desire you more, but I'm not able to get you. This one could be, but I showed you that I'm worthy of you. Okay, so this one, it's more like I was being passionate yet gentle with you. I was showing you that I'm worthy of investment, and I was working on something. Perhaps I was not interacting with you, but I was working, collaborating with you, but not interacting with you. But then again, like, I felt like you were not observing me though. You were interacting with other men or other females, this one. Now, if I'm a woman in some way, what my behavior meant was I wanted you to elope with me. Why? Because I'm very attracted to you, and I did feel very like hopeful about the whole situation, that you found me attractive and you wanted to sleep with me too. But and my like I didn't think that you would, you know, like, what do you call it? Leave me behind. I didn't believe you would leave me behind, but my challenge was to kind of realize that you could leave me behind for another person, and that I would kind of be put to my place here, this one. And the initial phase, how I felt towards you was that I was trying to seduce you, but I was ready to go through rebirth. I was ready to face my passion and my emotion and my sensual side, you know, towards you, my precious side with you. And in the middle section, my behavior meant that I knew I was worthy of being courted or being eloped with or being loved. This one I knew, like, I was a worthy catch for you too. Technically, that's what my behavior meant. I believed I was worthy of you. And then in the near future, with the 3 of Pentacles, how I felt towards you was that I wanted to collaborate with you, but I felt like you didn't look at me. You were not focusing on me, this one. So from confliction, perhaps, I came to realization that, you know, you did like me or you did not like me, or I wanted you to like me, but then again, perhaps you were not interested in me. You just wanted to sleep with me, this one. So that could also be, you've triggered me because you might just want to sleep with me, this one. But I'm more fair and square minded, you know, like I'm more confident. I'm more like, I know I'm worthy somehow, even though you don't see worth in me, could be. Will this ever change? Perhaps. Will you put actions? Perhaps not. And don't wait for me, please. So don't wait for me to put the actions again. And then you've triggered me by making me realize perhaps you just wanted sex with me. Or I wanted sexual desires. So this one, perhaps I realized that you only had sexual desires towards me, as it could be like this is a man who's realizing that they have sexual desires towards you, but then again, perhaps might want to take this seriously. Okay, so you'll know if this is a woman or it's a man. For the most case, I'm feeling the woman's perspective is more not overpowering, but more majority here than the men's. Okay, because I have more females in the cards, but what I was drawn to was the man's energy here. But then again, personally, I think it's the second way around. A woman is wishing to be acknowledged by a man she's very drawn to, but then again, she's realizing after all that it was just sexual desire and nothing more. As it could be a more positive reading, it's more the vibe of a man who's kind of wishing to let everything go and just elope with this one, with you technically, but they didn't do so, and they were triggered by the fact that your focus was not with them when they were working hard so that you can look at them. Technically, your focus was with other men or other females around them. Okay, so that's what was happening. Okay, but for some of you, very soon, fall time, September, things will get or are getting serious with this person. Okay, may it be, if it is, for any one of you out there. Okay, so that's all I wanted to say. I hope it resonated. I hope it gave you the insight you seeked, and you'll come back on my channel and pay a visit if you wish. If you want to donate, you can definitely do so. I purchase tarot decks with them and stuff like that, or I get a tip for all the energy I'm putting out there. So it's like that. Okay, so guys, remember, put the actions. If you're more intuitive or empath, you have more empathy towards people like I do, or you're more like an empath, put the actions. I know it's hard, but you have to put the actions so that you know what the truth is. Okay, you don't live in this dynamic of knowing all, but then again, with time, with the element of perception, and until when you're trying to look at the options and get a conclusion, you want a conclusion, at least you would have told yourself, I did try and I saw some kind of behavior or action that the person showed towards me. Okay, but for most of you guys, the reading were very more positive than negative, so we'll keep the faith element there. But I'm telling you, please don't dwell too much on people that don't know what your word is. Okay, so this is all I wanted to say, and I'll see you again. Okay, so bye guys, and see you again. Bye bye.